How to Answer Questions in Front of the CNDA, National Court of Asylum Law, by Maître Elodie VICTOR. In this second video on the CNDA, we will provide you with advice to help you prepare for your hearing day. This list of advice is not exhaustive, and we recommend discussing your individual situation with your lawyer or during a free and accessible legal consultation for everyone. Piece of advice number 1, pay attention to details and timing. You should recount your story as precisely as possible, step by step, in the correct chronological order. Provide details about the places, dates, events, their consequences, and how you felt when it happened. If you do not know the exact dates, it's not a problem. You can refer to elements like seasons, your age at the time, or the time between different incidents. If you do know the dates, mention them whenever you have the opportunity. Don't wait for the judges to ask the question. If there are many different events, start from the beginning and provide dates. Provide reference points in your story. For example, I was attacked 3 times in 2019, and then give details for each attack. Number 2, differentiate between what you know and what you don't know. Distinguish between what you know, for example, when you are an eyewitness, meaning you saw something happen, and what you think. For example, rumors you heard about an assault, but you were not present during that assault. You have every right to say that you don't know. Number 3, don't be naive. Understand the purpose behind the question. If the judge asks you a question, there is a reason. You should try to understand why the question is being asked. For example, if you are telling a story where you were attacked by 10 people with knives, the judge will ask for details on how you managed to survive, which is legitimate because it seems very difficult or even impossible at first glance. It's up to you to provide logical explanations. Instead of replying, "You're right, it's a miracle, I'm alive," you should explain logically why you were able to escape. For example, I saw the tenor silence approaching from a distance. I had time to escape through a certain route, or someone intervened to defend me. Number 4, avoid uncertain or vague responses. You must avoid overly general answers at all costs, and this is very important. For example, instead of saying, "On that day, they attacked me," it's better to explain when the attack occurred by providing the date or how much time passed between the attack and another important moment. Give details about your attackers, such as how many people were involved and their physical descriptions. Your goal is to show that you lived through these events and can describe them minute by minute. Number 5, talk about your emotions, your feelings. If you have memory problems due to all the difficult and violent things you've experienced, or find it too hard to talk about, you can tell the judges, and this is completely normal. You will be discussing many events that happened to you. Don't forget to talk about your emotions and describe what you felt, such as fear, stress, anxiety, etc. It's crucial for the judges to understand the state you were in. For example, if you lived for several years with someone who mistreated you and the judges ask you to describe your daily life, you should not only describe the events and the mistreatment you endured, but also talk about how you felt until you couldn't take it anymore and decided to flee. The judges ask you questions to understand the current situation, which is today. Answer with all the information you have about the situation up to the day of the hearing and changes that have occurred since those events, for example. Differentiate between what you saw with your own eyes, meaning as an eyewitness, and what you learned later from a friend, a newspaper, or a rumor. If the judge asks about the developments in a procedure against you in your country, you should answer, taking into account the information you received after leaving the country. You should also explain how you obtained this information. Thank you all for watching this video.